D-Live, I said it, we're on. Twitch, we're on. Twitter, we're on. Instagram. Where is Instagram? Where is Instagram? And am I forgetting? Oh, yeah. And LinkedIn. Where's LinkedIn? Let me add LinkedIn so I see what's going on. LinkedIn. Am I on LinkedIn? The problem with LinkedIn is you have to... no. LinkedIn? No? No love from LinkedIn? What's going on here? Why no love from LinkedIn? The problem I see with my streaming live on LinkedIn is if I want to stream on my SEO conspiracy podcast page of my LinkedIn account. And if you don't know, you can't just, you need authorization to stream on LinkedIn. Meaning, if you don't have this authorization, you can't stream on LinkedIn. I do have the authorization, but I don't know. There's no real way to know unless you look at your profile. And on my profile, I don't see myself streaming now. Yes, I do. Haha. It's a struggle, guys. It's a struggle. To do this multi-stream thing, you have no clue. I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't know. It's a bit crazy. And on Instagram, yes, it's working. So, wow, breaking a sweat here. And what I want to do is document the fact that wherever you're watching me, if you've been listening to me in French, you know. If you are listening to me in English, you don't know. And you might be saying, who is this dude who has zero following, zero content, zero nothing? And he wants to explain to me how to become an influencer? So I want to document. I want to explain what I will do to grow on social media to become an influencer. So the background you don't have, if it's the first time you're listening to me, is that if you just switch language and you go to French, I've been doing this for a while, like a while, like early 2000 started. So the birth of social media, and I'm a digital marketer. I'm a search engine hacker, SEO. My job is about making people famous online, people, individuals, organization, companies. And I've been doing this for a while. However, I was just born 5 minutes ago in English. I just started to talk about SEO, about digital marketing, about social media in English, not long ago, and on certain platforms where I am right now. It's the very first time that I do it. So now what's interesting is becoming an influencer is 4 simple steps. If you want to achieve success, if you want to grow on social media, wherever it is, and I will even explain to you on difficult ones, supposedly where you can't be discovered, like Twitch. Everybody says, no, you can't grow on Twitch. You got to go build a YouTube channel, go Instagram, go TikTok, and then bring people from Instagram, TikTok, and so on to Twitch. No. There's a way. There's a way to grow on Twitch inside Twitch. I only maybe heard, I think 2 or 3 people mention it lightly, but overall, it's a wrong statement to say that you can't grow on Twitch inside Twitch, and I will prove it to you. But the background I have doesn't matter. Let's forget if I have any experience or what. Let me explain all the steps that I took to start this podcast, which is called SEO Conspiracy, which is in video form, in audio form, text, image, all the different formats, all the platforms, all the devices, everywhere. The goal here is, the ultimate goal is, if you are interested in my topic, if you're interested in what I say, then I want to make it impossible for you to open the internet, the whole internet, not just the World Wide Web, not what I started with, like Google SEO and stuff. No. The whole thing, whatever the device, whatever the format, wherever, whenever. If you are interested in my topic, I want to be going through, like in front of your eyes and throughout your ears multiple times, until we reach an agreement about you are on the same frequency than me. I have something to say. I have a statement. I will explain to you how I define my branding. Then I want to find people who agree with me. To do that, I need to expose myself everywhere. I need to multiply my visibility, my presence online. However, how do I do that without spamming? And trust me, I'm not wearing a black hat just for show. I come from Black Hat SEO. I know very well how to spam. Very, very well. I can show you all the tricks to grow a social account in 5 minutes. That's not what we're talking about today. Maybe later, not today. Another day, another time, I will tell you all about cheating. But today is about the proper way, the real way, if you want to build something that will stand forever. As long as you want to do it. But you do have a couple of shortcuts that you can take and that are not considered as cheating. So let's begin. And sorry if I don't interact too much, because the issue here is supposedly I'm streaming in front of nobody. Like that's what I'm supposing. Okay. I see a couple of Frenchies here. Come, hello the Frenchies. So thanks for the support. But I want to be very clear that I want to make a point saying that you should be able to stand in front of the camera, especially if you want to do this live streaming thing, and be able to go for a very long time in front of nobody. Imagine a brick wall in front of you, and you start to you pound on it, chip. You take a little bit away of the bricks, and little by little you will create a hole, and then the hole will become bigger, and then behind that hole, well, here it is. You are famous online. You can do whatever you want. You have all the potential to do. I'm not going to judge. Why do you want to do it? Do you want to do it for clout, for money, for fame, for the girls, for the whatever you want, for the guys, of course? It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm here to judge. I'm here to explain to you the mechanics. How does it work? 4 simple steps, and what goes behind to go all the way. But yes, you have to. You have only 2 solutions. I only know 2 ways to achieve growth, success, fame, whatever you want to call it on social media. Only 2. Please make sure you read. Okay, D-Live team is sending me an automated message, I guess because this is the first time I'm streaming. So maybe D-Live, if you are looking at me, watching me, thank you. Hello. If you don't know what D-Live is, please check it out. And then wherever you are, whomever you are, yes, let's figure out those 4 simple steps. 4 simple steps that require an insane amount of willpower, work, and all that good stuff. But to go back to my 2 ways to become famous online, yes, one way is very quick. It's overnight success. You win the internet lottery, jackpot. You make one video that goes viral and hits the first page of Reddit. You do a TEDx talk, whatever you do, piece of content that blows up, overnight success, good for you. I'm happy for you. Now, are you going to be able to capitalize? Are you going to be able to build on that long term? Most of those overnight successes don't stand the chance of staying long term. Why? Because the option 2 is really the grind, okay? The brick wall that you have to scratch little by little, scratch, and then after scratching those 4 steps, 4 ways to scratch, you will have 4 different scratch movements to do. And then if you scratch long enough, yes, it will happen. The only question remaining, the only one, really, there's no other question remaining outside of, are you somehow interesting? Do you have something that will match with other people? Usually, yes, we all have common values with others, and it's just a matter of finding the other ones who are on the same frequency than you. And before I get on, 2 pieces of advice. 1, don't get high on your own supply. Don't get high on your own supply. From my point of view, I can't get high on my own supply. My own supply is I help companies, individual organizations become famous online. I help them grow social media, rank high on Google, and so on. If it ever came to my head, and if I started to power trip or to focus on likes, subs, on the whole bling bling of fame on social media, I will not be standing here after almost 20 years in this industry. So it's easy to say, yeah, the critics, the trolls, hey, let's change camera view a little bit. It's easy to say, yeah, I don't want to, I don't listen to the bad stuff. I don't listen to the critics. Well, I say it's easy. No, it's not easy. My secret is, if you attack me, if you critique me, it's what I represent for you online. It's not who I am really. So, yeah, feel free. Everybody is entitled to an opinion, but also if you send me some negative vibes, please, if you're judging me, let me judge you and look at who you are and what's behind. Are you really legit? Do you even know what you're talking about? If you do, yes, I will gladly take your advice and your negative feedback and grow on it. If I can tell just by looking at your profile that you don't know what you're talking about and you're just trolling or whatever, and it's just pure hate thrown at me, yeah, whatever. Keep on throwing it. Doesn't matter. So that's just a little bit of warning, because I see too many people going in there without this mindset of Either way, okay, in the negative or the positive, don't get high on, don't let it get it to your mind. You need to dissociate yourself. It's hard because it's you. Yes, it's part of you. It's you put your soul and your heart into this. But what people will attack, what people will try to cancel, is not you. It's what you represent, which is a little bit different. Of course, you can get caught on to the persona can become you, and you become the persona, and you get mixed up, and it all goes down to not a good way to do it, not a good way to behave. So now, before, should I go into the steps now? Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll build up on the system. So, not spoiling too long for you to to suspect that I'm full of it, and I can't. I don't even know what I'm talking about. And it's pretty cool. I mean, you don't even know how much I'm enjoying myself streaming in front of nobody. Yesterday, on my French streaming accounts, I was saying that I don't like it anymore because I can't follow the conversation anymore. I can't. There's the flow of comments is too big. What's going on? Periscope. Yeah, Periscope is working. Is it? Doesn't look like Periscope is working. Periscope has been bugging out lately. So first, well, I can multitask. Don't worry, guys. SEO conspiracy. Is SEO conspiracy live or not? Yes, SEO conspiracy seems live. Periscope.tv on the web, the website is just not very reliable. It's a shame. So you have to look on the mobile to see. Oh, one person on Twitter is looking. Hey guys, thanks for watching me. Love it. One viewer on Twitch, one viewer on Twitter. 6 on YouTube. Hey Sid, yo, how many? I don't even know how to see. Cross postings on more pages. No, I don't want to cross post. I love it. You don't even know how much I enjoy being in the trenches, starting over. Nobody. I know that it sounds insane because yesterday I was streaming in front of a few hundred people in French, and I said, "No, it's too much. Let me concentrate on streaming in English." Oh, sorry, I'm talking to. Okay, this is this camera. Let me go start this whole like English streaming project of mine because that's where I want to be. I want to see this. Okay, I want to see like one person on Twitch. I want to see that. Is there even one person on DLive? I don't even know. Where's the data on DLive? And on the seven on YouTube, you don't count, guys, because you're all my friends from France. So let's say that on YouTube it's 0. Okay? I'm starting from scratch. I'm a nobody. I'm a nothing that wants to become something. How do I do it? First step, how do I position myself? How do I build my brand? I am a brand. You are a brand. If you really want to do this, if you really want to become what's called an influencer, if you really want to play the game of social media, you need to take it seriously like you're a brand. I've dealt with way too many so-called influencers who are just hobbyists. They don't take it seriously. You want to give them money to post, to do something, and they don't even do it. Okay, they say, yeah, I want to do it, and then I don't know what they do, but they just don't. I don't know what's going through people's mind when. Actually, I do. Oh, one person on Facebook. See, I love it, Just one. Thank you, whomever you are, watching me. One on each platform. It's not zero, okay? It's not zero. One is not zero. So perfect. Love it. That's the beginning. Remember the brick wall, and you need to start scratching until you see a hole, and behind the hole is beautiful. But you got to be ready. Let's go see. No, first I say you got to define the brand. So how did I define my brand? SEO conspiracy. I looked at the SEO industry in English, and let's say there's a pie of people, like 100% of people getting interested in digital marketing, search engine optimization, how to go on social media, how to rank first on Google. Search. My world is search. I do search. Okay, that's what I do, and social media is part of the customer journey, so I must also be there. So I look at this pie, and what do I see? I see it doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong about is it really like 50-50 or not. You get the idea. Let's say that half of the people interested in SEO are following what I call the Google propaganda, following that message, following this idea that you must produce amazing content, you must build an amazing website, and the rest will follow. You can't promote your content. You can't cheat with what are called the so-called Google guidelines. Okay, let's pretend that half of the people follow because, one, they are terrorized that they will have a problem with their website if they don't do what Google says, and two, everybody is telling them to proceed this way, and it's not 100% wrong. The problem is that there's a pyramid of content producers, okay? You get like the super famous ones, and right now I'm with you at the bottom. Zero, nothing. Well, to just produce content and the rest will follow is for the very, very, very top of that pyramid. Like the really big influencers. Yeah, whatever they say, whatever they do, people will talk about them, and the ball is rolling, it's momentum, perfect. But to get there, just putting out content is not enough. And not only in SEO for Google, in general, on social media as well, like you will see in a couple of minutes. So to go back to my example, yes, half of the people believe the Google propaganda, half of the people say, hey, yeah, there's something shady in the way that person talks to me on a webinar or on stage about ranking high on Google. Okay, that's the public. That's the people interested in my industry, in my topics. Then you have the people talking about what I do, talking about digital marketing and talking about search engine optimization and SEO on Google in particular. When I look at this community, 99.9% don't want to make Google angry at them. So they will promote the Google propaganda, or they would shut up. Either one, they promote it because they believe in it. Two, they promote it in public, but behind the curtain, they cheat like everybody else. Or, they see very clear that there is, my podcast is called SEO Conspiracy, okay? Not for nothing, because there is a big, so many myths and urban legends and a bunch of nonsense that I want to debunk. So the people who sometimes, once in a while, will say something against the whole Google propaganda, nobody is taking it as just a main value, as the main message. So I'm letting 100% of the content producers around my topics to fight in this half of the pie, and by myself, I will talk to the other half constantly, nonstop. That's the only thing I do. Not just once in a while. No. Nonstop, every day, all year. I will talk to you to explain to you the real truth, my truth about what is really going on. Okay, how to really, for real, achieve results, and not just the. No, I don't want to get a. I don't want to say what I want to say. So okay, let's proceed, guys. You see, you have a square in front of you, or a ball, or whatever you want. It's what you want to talk about. Okay, you want to start a conversation about something, so you really need to look at this whatever you want to talk about and cultivate a certain difference, I guess. But don't go too far. The best lies are always the closest to the truth. The idea is be you. But you just need to, like any brand, everything counts. Do you want a good quality audio, video? Do you want to wear a costume? You have to be you, but you do have to understand that the brand needs a little bit of polishing, and most definitely a set of values. This famous why are you doing this, and what message do you try to carry on, and why are you doing this, and what do you want to say, and how do you want to say it. So that's the whole branding part, and that's not really the topic of the day. Let's go more into the mechanics. Let's say that you figure out your niche. What do you want to talk about? Let's say that you figured out your branding, and it doesn't have to be extreme. Okay, I'm just wearing a hat and that's it. Then it's time to go to work. So here we go. Step 1. You need to understand 4 elements: velocity, generosity, influence, and authority. Velocity is your timeline, what you produce as far as content. Oh, I'm sorry, on Instagram, the slide is cut out so you can see, but I'll explain well enough so you can understand if you listen. Velocity is the speed and rhythm of your timeline, meaning it's what you produce. The only question mark here is, are you interesting? Are you producing crap, or whatever you're producing is good and interesting? That's it. But you need velocity, meaning look at the inside triangle. You need to produce a lot of good stuff. Like, okay, it matters. Consistency. It's not about being consistent. It's about producing good stuff. So if you will lower quality because you want to increase volume, that's not the way to do it. You need to be very much in touch with the fact that it's a noisy world out there, and to break through, you do need to produce something somehow interesting. I leave it at that. Some people say quality content. No, just be interesting. So velocity is your timeline. It's what you produce. Then you have generosity, is the big point I'm trying to make here, and this is what is lacking in 99.9% of all those social media growth strategy, especially the ones about how to grow on Twitch and so on. Generosity, about how much you give back. I'll go into details in a couple of seconds. Then you have Influence is dimensions. When you open your app, how many notifications do you have? Okay, how many times you get mentioned? Then authority is when you post, how much and what is happening around your content, likes, shared, comments, all that stuff. Step one, guys, I'm with you here. I'm flat out all in on velocity and generosity. Spoiler, I'll show you the last step. Look, step 4. Look, no velocity. There's just a little mishap in the triangle here, but you can post like once a month and you can answer to one person every week. It doesn't matter. Every time you will open your social media, your notification will be at the maximum, and whenever you post, you will also have maximum traction. But that's step 4. Let's go back to step 1, where, look it, you have zero authority. When you post, there is nothing happening. Not one like, not one comment, not one share. None. Nothing. And you will have to wait until a couple of steps for something to happen around your content. Influence, yeah, you do get mentioned a little bit because you are generous. Okay, I spoke about velocity. I think that's easy to understand. Now, let me talk about what it means to be generous. When you start on social media, it's about me. And that's what you get wrong. It's about you. And when you start this, I feel like people try to shoot with a bazooka instead of taking the sniper rifle. Listen to me carefully. It's one by one by one by one. I don't like the term community. My community on Facebook, community manager. It sounds like a cult. No, I like the term tribe. Tribe is like a family cult, better. And to build a tribe, it's not by shooting with a bazooka. You have to take each person by the hand one by one, and there's even an entire process that you can make them go through to really come along for the ride and believe in your values. Read a book called The Hero with 1,000 Faces by Joseph Campbell. Came out in 1975, and I read it in marketing class. But this guy studied all the myth, like the Bible, all the great stories of humanity, and he figured out this forgot how many steps, 12 steps, maybe a little more, a certain amount of steps to transform someone into a hero. What's very interesting is that someone called George Lucas read the book. He made a movie which is called Star Wars, and the first one, episode 4, is the exact script of the book. Then now so many movies and TV shows are made around this book. You have only 2 ways to write a script in Hollywood. You have introduction, conflict resolution, and then you have the hero with 1,000 faces. So there is a system. If you want also to go in depth into how do you make someone understand what you are all about and join you to come along for the ride. Very powerful. But generosity, without even going into this high level, is simply about going and engaging with others and being generous with others, because you have to understand that you are step 1. Okay, let's go back. Step 1, You are flat out producing content, producing good content, and you have to be as generous as possible. If you want a little bit of an idea about how much I need to give, I think it would be like about 2 hours per social media. You need to give 2 hours per day, not less. Like that's minimum if you want to grow. So search people who are in relation with your values. Look for people who are interested in your topic and engage, but for real, okay? For real, it's not about you. Look it. There are about almost like 3 million broadcasters on Twitch, forgive my French, and there's not one who understood that. Let's pretend that you want to stream for real. So you have a schedule of, I'll stream every day, 7 days a week for 4 hours from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Okay. I'll say stream 3 times a week or twice a week. And the rest of the time, instead of streaming in front of nobody, okay, like I'm doing now, go into other people's streams and engage. Now, yes, there is a wrong way to do it and a right way to do it. The wrong way to do it is you jump into someone's stream and you're like, hey, cool stream. Come see mine. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from at 7 o'clock. No, that's spam. Again, I know very well how to spam, but that won't work. The rule of engagement is you shall not mention what you do or share your link unless asked for. Okay? You need to genuinely engage. You must be, I guess, interested somehow in the video game you are playing and streaming about. So if you scroll down the Twitch timeline, you see very quickly that a lot of people are streaming in front of a handful or even 0 viewers. Go in there. Start talking, start to make friends, start to be genuinely engaging the conversation, genuinely getting interested in those people, start to build relationships one by one by one. There's the rule of the first 100 fans. Then for any company, even Coca-Cola or Nike or whatever, the base is 1,000 people. So now if you can grab by the hand like 100 people, and you don't have this mindset of saying, I won't stop being generous until I see myself moving, not even step 2, step 3. Look at step 2, because, and you're still flat out on velocity and generosity. Your influence is growing because yes, you are so generous that people start to mention you. But still, nobody cares about your content. There is nothing going on around your content. Nothing. You're step 2. And you know when you go from step 1 to step 2, it's natural. You will know. I don't need to give you any metrics to understand that. It's very easy. You'll feel it. So from step 1 to step 2, the only difference is your influence is growing. The big shift is happening step 3. Look at how velocity and generosity decreased. What does that mean? This means that, let's go wide for this one. Let's go this. I like this view. I like this Mr. Fantastic view. Why do you see a decrease in velocity and generosity on step 3? Because it could take years. It could take years to go through those 3 steps. there are no rules. It depends on so many elements. Some topics are more. I take a lot of pictures. I do photography. The potential for a YouTube channel about photography, even if it's a very crowded place, there are so many people expecting content on that topic. Well, search engine optimization for Google, not a lot of potential. Okay, it's not doing very well. Even the big ones who've been doing it for over 8 years are still peanuts compared to photography. So that's just talking about the stuff I do. And video games, for example. Okay, it's very easy to grow a channel wherever you want about video games, but now it's nothing to get a few thousands on photography or video games. It's pretty good to get a few thousand followers on SEO. And if it's about knitting, or even if it's about like the smaller the niche, but it doesn't matter. Okay, it's not about the big numbers. It's not about those vanity metrics. It's just about growth. You go from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3, and then to the bigger to highest potential of your niche. That's also market analysis. Okay, you need to study a little bit in advance. What is the potential of what you are getting into? I'm very much aware of the potential of my truth, digital marketing and SEO on social media. I know where's the cap. For example, YouTube, 100,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube for SEO channel. That's pretty big. For a photography channel, that's peanuts. So it takes a while to move that needle, or like I said previously, it can be overnight. And you do one piece of content, blows up, and I'm happy for you. You won the lottery. The rest of us, we need to grind. The good part about that is you don't know if it's the first time you do it. But if it's been a while, like I do, you really enjoy the process. Like the process of starting from nothing and growing is amazing. That's the reward. That's the joy. Really, it's blissful to build something. Once it's built, I have a tendency to get bored, which. I don't know. I need to go see someone. I need to go talk to someone about that. Because usually, once you're on top, you don't need to find like another mountain to climb like I do. But anyways, so step 2 to step 3 is really what defines those who will win to the quitters. After step 2, 99% will quit. Well, if you move on to step 3, I'll show you again the slide. What's happening here is, compared to step 2, authority is starting to show up. People are starting to engage around your content. That's it. Battle won. No, the war is won. This is where you've been scratching that wall for months, for years, or maybe days if you win the internet lottery. And that's it. You got it. Now it's getting interesting. Now you can talk about influence. Before you reach that point, no, you can't talk about influence. So step 4, and again, sorry if the triangle inside is a little bit cricket. It's not supposed to be that way, but you understand the idea here. Velocity and generosity. Yes, of course, you should still be pushing out a lot of content and still be very generous. But at that level, it starts to become impossible to monitor the chatter. Okay. In my case, in French, I can't reply to everybody. I can't answer every single DM or email. It's just impossible. But yes, that's the ultimate framework. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you ever saw this type of demonstration before, and I don't know if you saw growth on social media as just something that is mechanical. There's no mystery. There's no. And I don't know why people try to make it complicated. And some of those advices I hear, especially concerning how to grow on Twitch, makes no sense to me. Growing a YouTube channel, Instagram and TikTok and so on to build your Twitch channel? I'm a search engine. I just have a little piece of dust that's bugging me. I'm a search engine hacker. To get people from YouTube to Twitch is not the way a search engine hacker thinks. So now, yes, it's not like a magical trick. You got to go grind and engage into people's chats. Genuinely, not spamming. Again, rule of engagement. Do not mention you unless asked for. Same goes for any forum or Discord or whatever. Wait until someone, or when it's appropriate, when it makes sense that you present what you do. Before that, it could take minutes, hours, days, weeks, I don't care. You shall not post your link. You should not talk about you unless it makes sense in the conversation, unless you got the content creator asking you or someone in the conversation asking you, what do you do? Can I get more information? Where can I find you? And so on. Before that, you just have to prove that you're interesting, that you know what you're talking about. So basically, if you are so good and if you got something so interesting to say in front of the camera, on the blog post or on that photography, well, on one-on-one level, and you have to take time. I take people for hours on a Zoom call just to help them out without asking anything back, without asking any money. What I do on SEO Conspiracy, I'm not selling anything, but that's very rare. That's pretty crazy. That I don't have to, I can be patient, I can give, I can do whatever I want on SEO Conspiracy without the need to make one penny, because business is going well for me in a different language called French. That's pretty unique. So I'm very comfortable here. I know you want to pay the bills, you want to make some money. Just a word of warning before I see that we're going around an hour, so I'm clocking out. I could talk for 8 hours straight, but let's try to keep it like below the hour for the first one. Be careful. Just one last piece of advice. Be careful at taking short-term decisions that will impact your long-term. As far as remember, you have a brand, you got to take care of that brand. And the short-term decisions that you will make might damage your brand forever. Yes, I'm starting SEO Conspiracy, this podcast in English, and I could make a lot of money selling what I sell in French. I could make 10 times more. If I do that, I will send a short-term signal. In France, it's been almost 20 years, okay? I have permission to sell. In English, no. I must give and I must wait. And maybe I will never do it. And especially when you do those quick wins. Be careful of those choices, because it's really sometimes about taking a right instead of a left, making a decision to say, yes, I will promote this brand, or yes, I will sell this ebook, or yes, I will. And it's the wrong decision. The only problem is you can only look back. You can't look ahead. You don't know how much damage it will do if you decide to go with brand X that is in fact not a good brand to promote, or if you sell that ebook for $9.99 and that it will follow you for the rest of your life, telling people that you have the reputation to be what I call a dream seller instead of making people dream. But anyways, to leave it off on a positive note, it's not very difficult as far as the... Oh, Monsieur Bruno. Hey, Mr. Bruno. How are you doing? Let me repeat. It's not very difficult to... oh, I love it. I have a spammer on Twitch. Want to become famous? Buy follower, prime viewers on bigfollows.com. Yeah, sure. I'll check it out. Again, I know all about spam. I come from Black Hat SEO, so I'm not offended by someone spamming my chat. Thank you for the spam. Now, what's interesting is you can totally be overwhelmed, and you can totally burn out very quickly like that. I have one last tip for you. It's my secret. My secret is, except of course for the live stream and one event a week, which is my weekly news roundup, everything else I produce was made year. I have 1 year of content ahead of me. 1 year of recorded content ahead. 1 year, not 6 months, not 3, not 2 weeks. 52 weeks planned ahead in the pipeline if you want to do the whole content marketing. And remember, we started to do that, saying, how do we make sure that when people open the internet, they will see me going through in front of their eyes and throughout their ears multiple times. Of course, if they're interested in the topic, we don't care about the rest of the world. So to be continued. But if you think about it in terms of, just to give you an example, to record 1 year of podcast, 52 episodes, maybe 15, 20 hours of work. Right now, I'm shooting 60 seconds videos. I do them 40 by 40. Okay? Well, it's a daily thing. So I have to do 365. So 10 days. 10 days and I get 1 year of content. 10 days, 1 year of 60 seconds videos. Think about it, because it will make a world of difference. And I know what I'm talking about. Again, I'm brand new. It's the first time, my first content. You are my first viewer, but I've been doing this for a long time in a different language and so on. And I've done the daily vlog. I've done the one video a day thing for 1 year. Grueling. Yeah. Very, very difficult. Every single content producer I know is on a burnout. They're all crashing because you have no clue how difficult that is to be consistently producing every single day. If I'm not in the mood to live stream, I won't live stream, period. But I still can have this stream of content that is ready in advance, and I can wake up and say, yeah, I know it's all done already. It's all in the pipelines. I'm chilled. I won't break a sweat going before the end of the year to one operation a day. I'm not saying one piece of content, because one topic equals multiple pieces of content, but that's for another day. That's the content marketing part of the talk. For today, I think that's all we can. For first, I need to now because I've done a couple of live streams in English, but now I need to stay in the groove. I need to talk to you very, very, very soon. If not tomorrow, the next day or the next, but count on me. This is day one. Let's see where we are going together with this one. Thank you very much for watching. SEOconspiracy.com and SEO Conspiracy everywhere on the internet. Thank you.